Welcome you now to another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast where we talk about Latino everything. Thank you very much for being here. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. Of all the options out there on YouTube, billions, you're here today and we appreciate it. So go ahead, hit us up with a subscription, give us a comment, thumbs up, bell. You already know the deal. Go ahead and do it today. Amazing episode because we have a young group that is making a big wave here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We got Cruz with the accordion, lead singer, primera voz, Alexis, Bajo, quinto, Chris, bass, Edin, drums, Los Chaparritos De La Cuadra. Hello. Aplausos. We have a crowd today. Un día de estos. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you very much for.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen, like, it's hardly any weekend that I don't run into one of y'all's flyers. And y'all are doing a show.
Yeah, no,
so
we
you were
stay
just,
busy.
you was telling me you have a couple of shows coming up.
Yeah, well, today, actually, after here, we're going to be at a restaurant bar, Muchacho Alegre, down here in Fort Worth.
Nice.
We're only like 20 minutes away.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're there. Tomorrow, we got 2 shows. We got a third one pending. So Sunday, we got another show as well. I think that one is another like sports bar. También.
See what I mean? They stay busy. But first of all, we're going to get to know them. But first, we're going to do a segment that I like to call Preguntas al Chile. Once again, if you're not subscribed to the
Preguntas
channel,
al Chile.
you see the graphics, the card is put together. Go ahead and do it right now. Están listos. We're going to start with Cruz, and we're going to make our way over there.
Let's do it.
Tacos o tortas?
See, you can't go wrong with tacos, bro. You can't go wrong with tacos.
Tacos. Got to.
Tacos también.
Tacos también.
I'm gonna contradict you on that, bro. Listen to this.
All right, let's
listen
get
to
it.
this.
Come on.
Tortas, bro, they're bigger. They fill you up more.
For real?
That is true.
Hell
No,
yeah.
but
Well, it depends on what meat you get.
But then you can get like multiple tacos. Tacos, you can get like 5 or
Yeah,
ocho.
but you
Different
pay more.
meats.
But you pay more.
You pay more. Y luego una torta si no te llena. If you don't fill up with one.
You're gonna have to
Well,
get another
where,
torta.
it depends on where you get them from.
And then if you buy 2 tortas, it's more expensive than more tacos. So.
Nah, well, who said 2?
Can you put cebolla and cilantro on a torta? Though?
We're talking about,
I'm just kidding.
we're talking about tacos or tortas. One taco, one torta.
Man, you know what?
Tortas, bro.
I'm going to stick with my tacos. You go with your torta.
Good argument, though. But I never said tacos. I said tacos. But it could be
my fault,
meaning.
my
So
fault, my
it's all good. Corn tortilla, flour tortilla.
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah, corn for sure.
Corn también.
It depends si es como de carne asada.
Yep.
De desayuno, flour.
Yep.
I'm going to let you know right now.
Tacos, corn.
Don't ask him any questions because he will go into an argument for every single topic.
He gonna try to win.
He's got a good
Nah.
point, though, because a lot of people do prefer in the mañanita.
Yeah,
in
the breakfast.
Yep.
Breakfast tacos, flour, then
Yeah.
you go with the little greasy corn ones for the afternoon.
Yeah,
You know?
afternoon.
Unos
All right.
frijoles.
So, flour in the morning y en la nochecita más tarde,
Yeah,
corn.
maíz.
Vale, pues. ¿Gorditas o sopes?
Man, that's a hard one. I'm going to go gorditas.
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 Sopes.
Sopes. He's just doing la contraria.
I'm telling you.
Nah, you gotta try my mom sopes.
Okay, ready?
Sopes.
Mexican Coca, the soda, o jarritos?
Jarritos. I'll go with jarritos for that one.
Mexican coca.
What flavor jarrito?
Sheesh.
Mandarina.
Yeah, like mandarina or pineapple.
Yeah, pineapple go hard. With a torta.
Mm,
Pineapple with a torta.
Jarritos también.
¿Qué sabor?
La de pineapple.
Pineapple,
Yeah,
yeah.
jarritos, mandarín.
Mandarina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mandarina.
You know what? I've been saying for a long time. Jarrito, what are you doing with the Coca-Cola? Mexican cola. Nobody drinks. Any of y'all drink? Have you ever had one of the Mexican cola jarritos?
Yeah, I have.
Are they good?
Yeah.
You like them?
They're pretty
You're
good.
one of the only ones that I,
didn't
know.
even- I-
They're
if,
pretty
you,
not
if
even-
you buy the queso jarritos,
Yeah,
it comes with different
Oh.
flavors, and there's a Mexican
Like
cola.
the cola version on there?
I'm not
And
gonna
Sprite
lie,
too. It's a Sprite too.
I didn't
never-
even know
I've
that.
never
I
didn't
know that everybody in my family don't like the cola. And I'm
No.
like, why y'all having here? Nobody. Y'all need
Alexis le gusta la cola.
Hey! Where we started with the
All right,
blog.
where we
We're
at?
picking it back on the blog. Okay. Agua de horchata, Jamaica o tamarindo?
Horchata for sure.
Horchata.
Horchata.
Tamarindo. I'm
Tamarindo.
not gonna lie, I don't like horchata like that.
You don't like
Tripping.
horchata?
I prefer Jamaica.
Yeah, me too. Me
Nice.
too. Salsa verde, salsa roja.
Verde. Salsa green.
Yeah.
Salsa roja.
Roja. It depends on the verde.
Bro.
Like the guacamole verde or like the verde, like
yeah.
The
more
creamy.
cajeta.
Nah.
The original classic verde.
Roja.
Like,
Roja.
well, if it's like the creamy green one, like
if
la
it's a
verde.
creamy green one,
Yeah.
I'll get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be the original one.
The pollo
okay.
regio verde.
Yeah, that one go hard.
You know that one? Hey, hold on. No, we're not shouting out Puerto Regio, so cut that.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna cut ya.
Shout out to Puerto Regio.
And we are taking sponsorships though.
Yeah. Hey, I
Advertiser.
used to work at Puerto Regio for
real?
years. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Bro,
Hey, one time at a place where I was living, they opened up Pollo Regio,
Mm-hmm.
and I swear I had that thing for like a week straight.
For real?
Because it was freaking good.
You don't
at
get
that
tired
time.
of it.
Nah, it's good. It's
I don't
good.
get tired of it.
Where was it? Or what?
It was in a little town, Corsicana. They never have a
okay.
lot of things like
Okay,
that,
okay.
but I swear, a week straight I had it.
Yeah.
I don't eat any meat anymore, but back then, a week straight, puro pollo regio.
For real?
Man, had puro pollo, and then I tried the other stuff, the torta and all that stuff.
yeah.
Man, it was freaking delicious. Okay, continuamos, menudo o pozole.
That one, es que that one 50-50. It depends, you know, si te levantas crudo the next day, you know, un menudito,
Menudito.
pero, you know, you can't go wrong with, you know, mom's made pozole, you know, so.
Yeah.
It depends, it depends. I'm gonna be.
Some people were telling me that they're picky where they get their menudo
Yeah,
from,
también it
too.
depends, because, you know, you grow up tasting one, you know,
Yeah, not
and
everybody
if you
makes it
go
good.
try another one, you might not like it as much.
That's true,
Not that
too.
it's bad, you know, but you're used to one, you
You
know.
have you used to the taste. ¿Y tú?
Pozole.
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 Yeah.
Pozole. I got a question. Do y'all put maíz in your menudo?
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have two menus?
I don't do that, because people do
No.
that.
Nah,
I don't
we
know, it's
You
not
know,
menudo.
you don't
Sí
do that,
pone-
your mom does it.
No, es que gente le pone maíz al menudo.
Yeah.
No, it's not menudo no more.
So, for one, I know menudo. I didn't even know about menudo, but some people call it pancita.
Es the stomach.
It's the same thing.
Pancita es esta.
But,
¿no?
but, with the menudo, I think it would be with the hominy. Maybe somebody can correct me, but con los corn,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No.
Except for it has the hominy.
Yeah,
es
the hominy.
todo,
What's
pero-
hominy?
Yeah. It's the maíz.
It's the
Oh,
maíz,
the
just
maíz. They call it?
different.
I
It's,
didn't know.
it's hominy, yeah. That's what it's called, el
Pozole,
maicito.
pozole.
Okay, churros o flan?
I'll go with flan. Fuck it.
These are the tough questions.
Yeah, it's a-
man.
yeah.
Tough questions.
'Cause honestly, I haven't had flan in a while, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Need to re-up on that
Yeah,
flan.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, what would you get if you flan from you, or you have somebody family member makes it?
No, I think I'll just go with like the store bought one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Vale, pues. What about yourself?
Churros. too.
El maíz para arriba. Para que te
Churros
escuches.
as well, too.
I'll go with churros también.
Yeah, churros all day, give me.
Churros all day. Okay. And Valentina, Tapatio, Cholula, or Tabasco hot sauce?
Valentina.
Valentina.
Valentina as well.
Valentino.
Valentina, Cholula is trash. Tabasco is trash too. I'm not even
Also
gonna lie.
you.
Nah,
Y el
bro.
Tabasco, más.
Yeah,
trash.
but they're nasty. I don't know. I don't like them.
It does take like chemicals, but some people have a unique taste. They
Yeah.
like the Tabasco. And then last one for the food, Conchita, brown, the brown ones, the white ones, the pink ones.
White one, for sure.
White ones.
The brown one.
The brown ones.
Oh, I'm about to get on you, bro. Anything but brown. Brown is the worst flavor.
Really?
I gotta take pinto any
The
day.
chocolatito.
I don't like that one.
Really?
It tastes weird to me.
Yeah. Each their own taste. We have different taste
Yeah.
buds. Okay, this was gonna be interesting. I don't know if you're into conspiracy or not. Conspiracies.
Mm-hmm.
But have you ever heard a conspiracy that you'd be like, man, that has to be true?
Like, as in like.
Anything in
anything.
regards to the
Like-
land, moon
like Area
landing.
51 or what?
Yeah, kind of like that. Do you think that's real? Do you think they have something in there that they don't
I'm
want
pretty
us
sure.
to know?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What
they
would
do.
you think it would
Cruz
be?
Santo. Tell them about the alien.
The alien?
The alien.
You
Which
saw an
one?
alien?
3 a.m. The light in the sky.
That was just probably like a shooting
Nah,
star.
nah, bro. You know what that was.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Cristo?
Well, that has to be something.
Okay, so
Okay,
tell me the story. So y'all
Okay,
were
so-
driving back
Yeah,
from a gig.
Yeah, we were actually outside
My house.
outside his house,
Uh-huh.
like dropping him off. He was the
Uh-huh.
last one. We had already dropped him off, and we were like sitting in the truck, you know, just kind of like recapping
Yeah.
about the whole like night or whatever.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
And we're just like, you know, the front windshield, you see like in the sky, like this light just like cruising.
Well,
So-
was it going like this or was it going like this?
Now, I was floating. For me, it was floating. It was just glowing.
Well,
For
it was
you,
glow,
it
it
was
was glowing
glowing.
for a little while, but then it started like moving, but it was like bright. It was not just like a little dot or
Yeah.
whatever.
Really?
So
You,
I
your
mean-
mind started wandering. Could
yeah,
it be?
because we all saw it. Right?
Yeah, we all saw it. It was like 3 in the morning. I was like, what?
Nobody took your phone down to try to record it.
No, I mean, you see that light, you see that light, then yeah, I see it. But then by the time that, you know, it kind of happened like
It
quick,
was
you know?
fast.
Yeah, it was fast.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I seen shooting stars, but
Yeah.
I always want to say I want to say that I want to see one,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I want to see one because
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna be doing if I actually see a freaking light
Yeah.
moving around.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What about yourself? Any conspiracies? You believe in any of that stuff?
Ah.
Moon landing, the JFK, aliens.
I mean, I think the aliens, you know, some.
Do you think they're real?
Yeah, I think they're real. You
Yeah.
know.
What about yourself?
Nah, I feel like they're fake.
You think they're fake?
Yeah.
Alright, you too?
Look, es lo que dice until you see one. Watch. Give it a couple years.
Yeah. I think if the government knows, they wouldn't want it to tell us because we be acting crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine what
They don't know
happened
how
with
to
the
act.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Like everybody took all the toilet paper for what?
Yeah, right.
All the waters too.
All the
All the
meat,
waters.
everything, the stores,
They had me in a
everything.
panic for about a week because I only had about a roll left. I'm
Right.
like, dang. And I could go into the store and there was none still. Like, man, I started panicking.
You
I'm
know,
like,
they
man.
got one ply. You don't want to use it.
And then finally, I went to the store and then I big pack.
You
Took it.
took
I'm, like,
it.
I'm safe. I'm good for
Yeah.
a month or so.
Yeah.
And that was good.
Just hop
But
in the
man,
shower.
that's what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, for real. Okay, and Latino, when you hear the word Latino, Latina, what first comes to mind when you hear the word? There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know if you ever hear the word, what comes to mind first?
Well, you just like think of like like us, you know, you just picture someone. It's not like you're gonna picture like another race or something, you know. So
Mhm.
you picture like Hispanics, Mexicans,
Got it.
Salvadorians, you know, everything. Anyone that speaks Spanish, basically.
Got you. What about
Yeah,
yourself?
same thing. Yeah.
Same thing.
You too?
For me, I don't think Mexican. I think Latino. I think like Spain.
Spain?
I don't know why.
Hmm?
More like yeah. I don't know.
Again, there's no right or wrong answer. Do you prefer to be called Mexicano, estadounidense, Latino?
Nah, it don't matter.
You don't matter
Nah,
to you?
it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter, you know.
Don't matter.
Same thing
Yeah,
to you.
También mexicano, lo que sea.
Mexicano. Okay. So let's start the interview. So all you are from Dallas, Texas, from the Dallas area?
Yeah, we're all from
You're all
Dallas.
born here
Yeah.
in the Dallas area?
Mhm.
That's what's up. And you were telling me your family. Do you know anything how your family decided to come here? Are y'all
But-
first generation, all of y'all, or second generation? Like, were y'all born here and your parents were born here, or all your parents are from Mexico?
Nah, my parents were from Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah, they were born over there.
So you're first generation.
Yeah. So I mean, my family, pues, my mom and my dad both, they, pues, you know, they were able to come back and forth. You know, they had visas, so
Mhm.
they were able to still come and go. So, pues, we were born over here. We
What
live-
area you told me they were from?
Nuevo Laredo.
Nuevo Laredo.
Yeah.
Saludos a Nuevo Laredo.
Saludos Nuevo Laredo. Por ahí. Yeah. So we lived over there. I remember probably when we were kids. I was born here. I remember them telling me I was like probably like 1 year old. We lived here for like that 1 year, the first year that I was
Yeah.
born. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, mom and dad.
My mom and dad.
And then they moved back to Mexico for a little while. Then they
Yeah.
came back over here whenever I started school, like kindergarten. And from
Yeah.
there we've been living here since.
That's cool. And that's
Yeah.
you and your brother,
Yeah,
because your
yeah.
brother, y'all related. I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, for
That's
sure.
pretty cool.
And then, you know, whenever I turned, the legal age to fix their papers, or
Yeah.
I don't know how what the proper way to say that is.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
You know, I made them from here.
Residents.
Yeah, residents. Yeah.
I mean, it's reality for us,
Yeah.
right? Whether you want it or not. I mean, sometimes I was born in Mexico, but
Yeah.
when I got here, it was illegal for
Yeah.
a long time, and
Yeah.
then my dad had to pay a lot of money first
Yeah.
to make us legal. So
Yeah.
some of the things that we have to go
Yeah.
through, whether we want it or not.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
So it's pretty cool that you're able to do that for your parents.
Yeah.
You were responsible enough to not be in trouble, and,
Yeah.
and then take that big step to help them out.
Yeah.
You know, because you know it does happen. It's part of our reality, whether you
Yeah.
want it or not. Y tú, where your family from?
Michoacán.
You were born here también?
Yeah, first generation.
Vale,
Yeah.
Michoacán. Saludos a Michoacán también.
Sir.
And then, of course, were you born here and stay here? Did you ever live in Mexico también?
Nah, I was born here. I
You were,
stay here.
and you stay here.
Yeah.
You were born here. Yeah. How different age are y'all?
Well, I'm 25. He's
I was 17.
17,
so like
so
unos, what, 8 years.
17, 18,
Say-
19, 20, 21,
seven.
22, 23, 24, 8 years.
Yeah, I guessed it, right?
Tengo que contarle.
Yeah.
Y what about yourself?
Michoacán también.
También.
Yeah.
And you were born here también?
Yeah, I'm first
in the Dallas area?
generation. Yeah.
First generation. Pues, did you ever ask your parents what brought them here to the U.S.? What made them come?
Money, the struggle.
The money,
they
the
have
struggle.
to.
Yeah.
No hay de otra, you know. You have
Yeah.
to.
Did they try to do any as far as like making it over there, growing crops? Because I know that, like people don't
Tiene
understand. it.
rancho, but my dad was alone. He couldn't, you know.
He couldn't.
It was a lot to handle. At 16, he came over here.
Yeah,
so.
16 years old. Do you
Yeah.
know how old were your parents when they got here?
Probably, I think my dad, give or take, when I was born, my dad was like probably 18. My mom was like 16.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they came and then they went back a few years back, and then they came back again. So probably when they stayed here officially, I don't know. I don't want to give like a
No,
random
you
guess,
good.
yeah.
I mean, I know I'm asking you some tough stuff. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool to know, you know, how
Yeah.
they got here and everything. Do you know anything about your parents' journey here? También, how old were they?
They were like 20, 21.
Yeah?
Yeah, when they had me. Well, my mom crossed the border with me in her belly.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, I was about to be born over there, but my dad was like, nah, we got to go over there and stuff. So they brought me over here. I was like
That's pretty cool.
7 months in.
Yeah.
When my mom crossed the border.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that like they're born here, and then their parents send them back to Mexico. They grow up in Mexico.
Yeah.
All they know is Mexico.
Yeah.
And then they want to come to the U.S. And
Yeah.
they're like, hey, I'm gonna cross illegally. I'm like, oh, here you go. Here's your papers.
Yeah.
Like, what? What do you mean? Like, yeah, you were born over there. You just we never
Yeah.
told you. That's crazy.
That
That's
is
crazy that
crazy.
happens. Okay, so let's start out. How did you get into the music? How did you begin? Where did the inspiration? Any of your family members?
So none of my family members are musicos,
Mhm.
but my dad, I remember growing up, he had like 2 accordions in the closet.
Oh wow.
He never played accordion, but like he would just like make,
You know how he got the accordions?
well,
Who
he
gave
bought them. He always wanted to learn. Like he
Mhm.
always like had like a passion to like actually learn, but he never learned.
Mhm.
And he just had them. He would just like play like whatever, he wouldn't even actually do anything, but
Yeah.
just make sound.
Uh-huh.
And like I was probably like at the age of 14. Well, I was just like, hey, but can I put it on, to see how it feels, just
Yeah.
start messing with it. And I'm just, poking at it a little bit. Never really properly learned, like I'll like pick it up here and there, but I never actually learned how to play it until maybe like when I was like 18. That's whenever I like put a little bit more, I guess, effort into it.
Yeah.
I had some friends that they were musicos, and I started learning off of them,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from there I started like, I guess, learning a little bit more what is what, in the music, how to do
Yeah.
what, how to put it together with other people, and then let me go back a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool.
Go.
So I saved up enough money to actually buy like a better accordion than the ones that my dad had,
Mhm.
So I bought me an accordion, and
About 18?
at 18, yeah, I
Mhm.
bought me like an actual, accordions, like the good ones. They're like $5,000.
Oh, dang. They're
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah, they're expensive. So
How many
you know,
accordions you have?
now I have 2.
$10,000.
Yeah, now I have 2.
That's crazy.
Yeah, thankfully, with the group and stuff.
Yeah, but you're
so-
able to invest your
yeah.
money on getting another
Yeah,
accordion. That's pretty
for sure.
crazy. So then finally, how long were, like, so you knew that the accordions were there. You
Yeah.
must have thought about it a few times before you actually had the courage to tell your dad, hey, can I play with you?
Yeah, I mean, I would just see like him just messing with it, but like I like it never like actually like, like, how do you call it? Like actually for me to actually want to pick it up, So or my dad never like pushed me like, hey, here, like learn it, It just kind of came eventually by itself. Like, oh, I'm curious. Like I grew up listening to the music, so
Mm-hmm.
so little by little, I was just like, then I started getting curious like around 14. That's whenever I started picking it up and messing with it. But now, after I was 18, then I stopped playing for a little while,
Yeah.
The friends that I had that we were like trying to like make something work, it did, we never made anything happen. We just kind of like do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up selling that $5,000 accordion and just kind of like set the money aside
Yeah.
and kind of went about my way. Then I think probably like whenever I was like 23,
Uh-huh.
then I bought me another accordion, which is the one that I have now. It's a red and gold one. I actually still have it. I have it with me right now. But then after I was 23, then that's whenever I actually started like putting more effort.
Yeah.
That's when my brother, he started learning how to play the bass.
Nice.
So then from there we were like, well, we should try to do something, make a little group or something, just to mess around,
Yeah, of course.
Because then, he started learning how to play the bass, and plus I played the accordion. So, that little motivation, the both of us now, like we're trying to make something. So then we started like looking for someone to like help us out in the armonía, which is like the guitar, bajo, quinto, whatever,
Yeah.
just to like follow along with the bass. And then it was the 3 of us. It was another friend, like another little friend that we had. Shout out to Mike, ahí anda de seguro.
Mm-hmm.
He helped us out in a few gigs. Like once we started like actually like gigging and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he helped us out in a few gigs, and then we figured out that was he played the guitar because they went to high school together.
Okay, and they were neighbors.
And then we're neighbors. Like he lives in like a block away. That's why I
Okay.
call him our
Yeah.
neighbor.
Cerquita, like 5 minutes.
You're not that far.
Yeah.
He's the one that takes forever to get.
Yeah,
ready, right?
he's
You told him?
he's the
I
one.
saw it on the blog.
Yeah, he's
He didn't tell me
you
nothing.
see, it's
Nah,
on the
I
blog.
was out fast when we went to
That day was
Edgardo.
fast.
Yeah, that day was fast, but most of the time we have to sit outside
He
his house for
says
like
it
10
on the
minutes.
on the blog. Like, I need to get ready because they're gonna put me on blast
Yeah.
that day.
Nah.
So how did you learn? Did you look at YouTube or was it self-taught or how was it that you started getting the hang of it?
Yeah. Whenever I first started, it was mainly YouTube.
Mhm.
I picked it up on YouTube, just like learning how to do like song covers, and then little by little you start putting like puzzle pieces together and start figuring things out.
Do you remember when the first time you played a song you're like, damn, I really know how to play now?
I mean, I still don't know how to play
Really?
now. I still don't know how to play now, but nomás I just be fooling around with it.
But you feel
now.
more comfortable.
Yeah,
now
I feel comfortable
whenever
now.
you
Yeah, to play it.
That's correct.
Yeah. But I guess the first song that I could say that like, oh, okay, like I feel comfortable playing this. It was probably una cumbia,
Yeah.
una cumbia like.
Go.
Yeah, la cumbia zambuesana. You ever
Yeah,
heard that one?
yeah,
That was like
yeah.
the first one that I ever learned. The
And
first
you
song.
just felt like, damn,
Yeah.
I think I know how to do
Yeah.
this now.
Según yo, you know.
Yeah. Hey,
Según yo.
you're doing it now, so
Yeah,
that's
now,
what's
but
up.
you know, like I just like, it's way easier to like learn covers and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever, make your own music.
Yeah,
I
but
s-
we talk about
yeah,
here that
yeah.
y'all also have original music.
Yeah,
talk
we
about it
have
here
a
in
couple
little bit.
originals too.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Bateria, right?
Yes, sir.
When did you start getting into learning bateria or in the music in general?
Since I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is the one that pushed me to it. So
Mm-hmm.
he didn't push me, but he would take me because my uncles they own a band.
What's the name of their band?
Se llama Grupo Tornado de Paricuaro, Michoacán.
Denle un
Shout out to
saludo.
them, a mi tío.
Órale, pues.
But yeah, I started with them, and then like I started dancing, and then from there I hopped on percussion.
So you were a cadet?
Nah.
Or they
I was just starting.
dancing
Nah, I
out?
was
Oh,
just a little dancer right
okay,
there.
okay.
Los pasitos
Yeah.
prohibidos.
And then I
Pasitos
started
prohibidos.
playing percussion, and then from there like the drummer had quit on them, so they're like, hey, and I always liked the drums, you know. So they're like, hey, just one day, like just a normal practice, like, hey, hop on the drums, and from there I just started playing.
Really?
Yeah, y pues ahí empecé.
How did you start getting better at it? Just practicing?
Just
or did you
practicing,
watch
yeah.
some
There
YouTube
will be, just practice.
No,
I
just
know,
practice?
yeah, just practice. Yeah, I never watched YouTube videos.
Really?
Yeah.
So it just came to you?
Yeah, it just came to me.
That's
I was,
crazy.
and then up to this day, it's just like that. Never.
Yeah, because I seen you. Was he the one on the block in Chicago or era otro?
Nah, it was
Nah,
another
nah,
guy.
it was
It was
the
another
other
guy.
guy. It
I'm
was the old
sure you
drummer.
were able to do that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Y what about yourself? What made you want to start the bass?
Pues I would see my brother como
Yeah.
he would be playing como en las carnes asadas de la familia
Yeah.
y pues y
Sure.
pues,
That's how you start. You got to start from humble
Yeah.
beginnings. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
pues me inspiró. Pues, we had a little bass in
Yeah.
the house, nomás lo empecé a agarrar. y a
$25 bass from eBay, right?
tocar. Yeah,
$25 bass from eBay.
Was it the black one?
Y ahora, how much your bass cost?
Pues 1,000.
No más. That's pretty crazy, right?
Pues yeah. Pues,
And then that's when y'all started the conversation about making something. But what
Yeah.
made you want to grab the bass? Just
pues
what made-
nomás mirar a mi brother tocando.
and that's what inspired you to just like, you know what? Like I want to
Yeah.
do this too. I
Yeah.
want to be part of it. That's pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
nice bonding, bro. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. And yourself?
I mean, they don't want me in the house.
Huh?
I mean, no me quedan en la casa.
They
They don't
didn't
want me
want you in the house.
Nah, it's 'cause my mom always like she's a believer. Like you know them kids le das un tablet and se quedan pegados en eso, se
Yeah,
quedan en la casa.
yeah.
She don't want me like that. She don't want me in the house. So she's like, pick something you want to do. And I was like, was the guitar. I mean, I saw like videos, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, pues me metieron en la escuela porque I didn't get a phone till I was in high school. So I didn't really look at like YouTube and all that. So.
So you just started learning by ear, or was it
No,
anybody
I went
that
to
was
a
teaching
school
you?
down in Oak Cliff.
Oh, you went to a school in Oak Cliff. para
Yeah,
aprender.
Valero.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Valero.
Yeah.
They know.
that's
They're still there.
And then just how you took classes and you started liking it more?
Yeah, I learned the basics like the escalas, like theory over there, all
Yeah.
of that, lo que tiene que ver lo de música. Y luego, por lo demás en videos, ya when I got into high school, I got my phone, started looking at videos and all that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And when did you all of a sudden you see him and they started wanting to get him involved in the group? Because y'all don't live too far away. Y'all
Yeah.
go to school together. And then when did y'all started like, you already started forming a group with
Yeah.
him, and then eventually he's the one that
Yeah.
came in third member? Or
Yeah,
was it
he's a
somebody
third. He's a
else?
third member.
He was a third member.
So, like we said, they met in school, but so he had a friend. Well, why don't you tell the story? You want to tell it, or you want me to just explain it how I
Just
know it?
explain it.
All right. So he had a friend in high school
Uh-huh.
that knew him, and he used to play was armonia guitar with another like accordionist that went to his high school,
Yeah.
and they were gonna do like a little performance in the cafeteria.
Nice.
So his friend knew that he played bass in high school, and then that guy told them like, hey, we know some guy that plays the bass. He from there. I guess they all met up, started practicing. I guess in the music
Yeah.
music class, and they were like do like little performances in the cafeteria, and then from there, but we knew we needed like someone, you know, to like hop on the guitar, Bajo quinto,
Okay.
but we told him like, hey, pues, you know, come down to the house, let's practice, and he lived like 5 minutes away.
So y'all started first, like everybody else, just starts practicing together.
Yeah, we started practicing together.
And then when there's the discussion of the name, Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra, was
Okay.
there other names
No.
originally,
no.
or has always been this name?
It was always
Okay, so it was always this name because, well, me and my brother, we came up with the name.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
How did that
okay,
one?
so the backstory on that, well, my dad lives in a street, like, it's like kind of like a circle. Like like a circle street, 'cause
Yeah.
like you go in from one end to the other side, you know, the
Yeah,
same
circle.
spot. So we used to like just like right there outside in the street, like
Mhm.
it's because the houses there, they're kind of like, it's like 4 houses. It's like one here, one here, one here. They're all facing each other,
Yeah.
and then like there's like a middle driveway.
Right.
So like they would like have cookouts in the middle driveway, like right there, and like
So you have a whole block party.
yeah, like a whole little block party.
Yeah.
So like I would come outside, you know, with a guitar and just like sing, or like, you know, the accordion, or me and my brother. That's how we started.
For all the neighborhoods.
Yeah, for the little neighborhoods right
That's
there.
cool.
It was, you know, a cuadra is like
Yeah,
it's a
block.
street. It's a
It's a
block,
block.
you know. So you know, we were like kind of short compared to like a lot of guys. But I mean, a lot of people contradict us, like, hey, why do y'all call that?
And I said that as soon as you walked in. I'm like,
y'all,
why you calling
not
your
too, y'all
Chaparrito?
not sure, y'all not sure. But you know, there's a lot of other like musicians that are like way taller than us, you know. So
Hello, quickly jumping in to let you know. I know that you are enjoying the show, so go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and now back to the episode.
you know, we're the shorter ones from like the bunch of like the other músicos. So, you know, we're like, I mean, we're short, and then we're just like playing in the block right there. So, Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra, you know. And then we started creating like a little logo, like on a napkin and in a pen when I still used to work.
Yeah.
And
That's how it came to be.
Yeah, then I sent it out to like some guy that does like, you know, digitizes logos and stuff. And then he came up with like a better idea, and yeah, from there it was just that.
Chaparritos
Los
de la
Chaparritos.
Cuadra.
Well, you know, me and my brother started that name.
Yeah.
And then he came up I mean, he's way taller than us, but you know,
I do
at
get
that
that a lot,
point,
like,
the
they
name,
ask me a lot.
yeah,
Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra con una estrellita.
yeah, he's the star. He's
The
the
little thing.
he's the eye on the dot.
That's pretty cool. That's I was watching. I don't know what I was doing with my I think it was typing something. And it
Yeah.
said the shorties of the block.
Shorties of the block, yeah.
The translation was straight up.
Yeah.
No, it was YouTube. I was
Yeah.
watching his YouTube channel, and I think I clicked on my laptop English or Spanish,
Yeah.
and it said the shorties or English, and it said shorties of the block. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, we say that sometimes, just joking
Shorties
around.
of the
Like,
block.
shorties
That's
of
what
the
it
block,
is.
Yeah.
The translation.
Yeah, that's a translation. Shorties of the
Okay.
block.
So now that y'all got the group together, it's 3 of y'all. Y'all used to have another bateria,
Yeah, our old drummer.
Other one?
Shout out to Isaac.
Isaac.
Yeah.
So he's no longer wanting to do it, or he wanted to do something different.
Okay, let me start off from how we met him, I guess.
Okay.
So going back to when I was in high school, and like I was like 18 at the time, where I used to hang out with like the group of músicos back in the day. So Isaac's brother, shout out to Nick, that's his brother, older brother's name. He played the bass,
Gotcha.
and like in the little like group of people that I used to hang out with. So, because I knew he had a little brother at the time. I think Isaac was probably like 14.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yeah, that's how I met Isaac, like through his older brother. Yeah, was like now that we were actually trying to start a band, a group. Well, I started looking up Isaac on Instagram. I was like we need a drummer, but like we didn't know anyone else, you know.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, well let's try to who plays drums. I had another homeboy actually, in high school who he's pretty good drummer too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, he's doing his own thing. You know, he has a family now. He's married and stuff, and but he's not really like too focused in music.
Gotcha.
So, but he was never available to actually like join a group, you know. Plus, he had another group at the time.
Yeah.
But then I come across like Isaac. Okay, it was Isaac. I hit him up on Instagram, like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, what are you doing? I think he was playing with another group at the time.
Mhm.
But we invited him out to practice, you know, and from there, we practiced a couple times, you know, see what we could do. We started getting a little bit more gigs, and yeah, that's how we started. We just started, you know, from the very bottom, you know, just
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay, let's start out about the first gig.
First gig.
Do you remember?
I remember the first
remember
gig.
the first
Yeah, I
gig?
remember the
Okay,
first
which
gig.
one? What was it?
The first
What
gig
kind of
with 4 of
event?
us.
Uh-huh.
The 4 of us.
Or just in general, your first gig period in general.
Okay, so my first gig in general was from my uncle. He had a party in the salon, and it was me, my brother, and another guy, and he was not in there yet.
No.
Nah, but we were already Chaparritos de la Cuadra at the time.
So what was it? It was just un bautizo or just a party he had?
I think it was a bautizo. I
Uh-huh.
think it was a bautizo, if I remember correctly. Iban a bautizar a mi little cousin.
Uh-huh.
And pues, you know, well, my uncle hired us, you know, he paid us.
How many songs did you have at that time to play?
At that
that
time,
you know?
honestly, it was not that many because me and my brother were barely starting. So
Yeah.
it was probably just the time that the little bit of time that we played. It probably like, well, we played like 3 hours.
Really?
We had 3 hours.
Dang. And
And-
so, with how many songs? That's a lot of time.
Well, yeah, but I guess.
Repitieron muchas canciones.
No, we didn't repeat
No?
them. I
That's
guess.
cool.
Yeah, I guess it was probably like unas 60 songs maybe.
Really? You already knew 60 songs by your first gig?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. If not, we were not gonna be able to
No,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a long time.
yeah. We probably knew like about 60 songs at the time.
So y'all must have been practicing for a long time before
yeah,
you took
yeah,
your
yeah,
first
yeah,
gig.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we had like at least tampoco not a long time, maybe like a month or two.
A month or two.
Yeah, but we were like really trying to get at it, so we're like this, like learning songs.
How long were y'all practicing? Every day or every other day? Or
Well, me and him, we'll practice like almost every day.
Every day.
After I would get off of work, every day, just get
Mhm.
at it. But with other people, we never really had other people to practice. It was just me and him.
Okay, so that's why you picked it up a lot more.
Yeah, because it was always just me and him.
And then now it's a little bit easier because I don't know what y'all use, but sometimes y'all use your phone kind of sort of see the lyrics of the
Yeah,
songs,
yeah,
but y'all don't know
yeah,
who they are.
yeah.
What is it that y'all use? Is it
Well, you can use your
karaoke?
phone. No, you just go on Google and you just like look up on like Safari or Google. You just
Uh-huh.
look up the lyrics of whatever song you want.
and then you just go
Yeah,
off of it?
you just put it there, you know, just
But-
in case you forget or whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about yourself? You remember your first gig with them?
Yeah, it was in Fort Worth, right? It was that
Fort
ranch
Worth.
party.
It was a crazy.
They wasn't
Is that
trying-
the one with the blog?
Nah, it was
was a
different.
different
They
one?
wasn't trying to let us go and stuff. We
No.
had another gig.
They had us amenazados. How do you say that? Amenazados.
Threatened.
They
Threatened.
threatened you?
They
Not-
threatened us.
Okay,
We
so
couldn't
y'all
leave.
got to the gig and they wouldn't let y'all leave.
Well, like
No.
you know, we finished our time that we had.
How many hours was that?
That was like what 3, 4.
It was like-
Four. It was
We
four.
played 4 hours.
Y'all didn't have a manager at the time?
No, we were still with Malverde, but you know Malverde, he was doing his own. Like he was somewhere else
Okay.
that night.
So that day you do the gig and you finish your time.
We finished our time,
ya
and we had
estaban
another event after,
Uh-huh.
so we had to leave. Like we couldn't stay, you know, but contracts or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
We had another event after, and pues you know the customers, the clients, they were already a couple beers in, a couple
Yeah,
shots in.
yeah.
Everybody was lit. Like the party was going
Yeah.
actually like really good. Everybody
Yeah.
dancing, like they were really hyped. And when it came time to actually like go, you know, we're like picking up. The client is like, nah, don't go. Like they started off nice, nah, don't go. Like we'll pay you extra, this and that. Like it's because it's not about the money really. It's more like about our word, you know.
Yeah,
We-
you had another
yeah,
gig
we had
and a
another event,
contract
yeah.
with somebody else.
And we
Supposed to pay
couldn't,
that
yeah,
money.
we couldn't like we don't want to burn our name either, you know, because
Yeah.
you don't show up or something and people start burning you on social
on
media. and
social
stuff.
media. Yo.
So, yeah, I mean, you want to keep on going with that or you want
Nah,
me?
shit.
Dale, dale.
You got it.
So
Scary
yeah,
boy.
the customer, the
Hey.
client, he was like, they started off nice, like, hey, but we'll pay you more, stay. Like, nah, yeah, we really can't, you know. It's just was our word with the client, with the
Yeah.
next client. You know, we can't, you know, we
Yeah.
no le podemos quedar mal. How do you say that?
Simón. Yeah, you just can't let them down because
Yeah,
you have a contract. You have not only your word, but you have a contract that you're gonna be over there employed. So you cannot just not show up.
Yeah, you can't just not show
Yeah,
up.
because that's like not being professional for
Yeah,
what you're
yeah,
doing.
not professional.
You know?
Well, with any job, you
With
know,
any
if
job.
you already have a contract there,
Yeah.
put your word, you know, they're expecting you to
And
be
you
there.
can't let them down because they're already expecting you. They already
Yeah.
pay you some money, whether it be a down
Yeah,
payment.
yeah, the
So,
deposit.
Yeah,
So
deposits.
yeah, so we were there, kind of like going back and forth, like we gotta go. So we started picking things up. The client is just like, put everything down. Y'all not gonna leave this and that. Or like, you know, we don't care. Like they started cussing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
We-
pretty sure they have it's a rancho, so I'm pretty sure
yeah,
they
it's a
done that was
ranch. You know.
packing.
Yeah. They have weapons. You never know. You know.
Yeah.
You just never know. So.
Y luego, how did you just like
Was after going back and forth. I think we ended up playing an extra hour for them.
todavía?
Yeah, we did actually play the extra hour because, you know, at that point was they were like really going off.
Yeah.
So we played the extra hour, and then after that they still wanted us to keep going. Then after that we just started picking up. They were like, basically as we were like taking things out, they were just like, you know, screw y'all, fuck y'all. You know, I don't know if
Yeah.
you want to blur those words
Yeah,
out. But,
yeah.
like, you know, basically cussing at us in
Because
Spanish.
you know, I mean, it's understandable they're already drunk and everything, and y'all are in their private property.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for you just to get up and go. But
Yeah.
what steps are y'all taking now to make sure that doesn't happen in
Well,
the
I
future?
mean-
Because it can get really bad. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
know, I
can.
want to make sure that y'all stay playing.
So like in the future.
Yeah, in the future for y'all, so that
To
don't
prepare
happen
better?
To y'all. Yeah.
I mean, you really can't. Like
Really?
whenever you're playing like private parties, well, you just don't know what to expect. Sometimes like
Yeah.
the customers could be either really nice, you don't know what they do for a living.
Are y'all more selective now to taking private gigs? Because y'all know that's kind of not too much
Yeah.
of a risk, but, it could be more of a hassle depending on
Yeah,
on the guest. I'm sorry, depending on whoever hosting the party.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can always be more selective for sure. Like now,
Yeah.
like getting private events or
Yeah.
public events, But it's just typically on Saturdays. But pretty sure I can speak for like all the local musicians here. Everybody usually likes to get like private events on Saturdays, mainly on Saturdays, because everybody like is where more money comes in because you play
Yeah.
several hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean.
That's crazy that happened. I'm glad y'all got to leave that place.
Yeah.
But how do you feel knowing that like that happened on your first event?
I was just like, shit, like, como, like, my first gig, and then this happens,
After
Yeah.
that,
But now
we-
everything, at the end of the day, everything was cool, Like, they
after
let us
that,
go. They had to let us
he
go.
didn't talk to us for a month. He was scared.
Oh, so he
just
didn't-
kidding.
Nah,
just
nah.
kidding.
He took a break. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
he took a break. He was like,
Guys are
nah.
trying
crazy.
to call it, he won't answer.
Yeah, like, nah.
Message on red. I'm like, what the hell's going
Blocked.
on?
Yeah.
Are you gonna practice today?
No, it's because by then, like, he was not official with us yet. He was just helping us for the night because
Yeah.
it was whenever the old drummer was we split up.
Gotcha.
So we were just like kind of like getting help for like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
But like he was one of the ones that helped us out for that night.
Yeah. What do you remember about the first gig? Do you remember
Well, yeah, well, the same thing.
the
you
same
said.
one? But what were you feeling like at that time?
Oh, I was nervous because
Yeah.
it was my first time ever playing.
Yeah.
Like, in the stage and stuff.
With the people?
Yeah.
Even though it was your family, though, we're still
Yeah.
nervous, right?
Yeah, I mean it's your family, but it's still like, it still gives you like the little nervousness because I mean it's your first time performing in front of like an actual crowd,
And what was it feeling like whenever y'all got to finish the gig? How do you feel for y'all to be able to do at least one gig out the way?
Relieved, like,
Yeah, it's like a satisfaction that you get, like, oh, hell yes,
¿Y qué les dijo el tío? ¿Les dio una propina? Give you a
No, it
extra?
was, he just paid us what it was, what we agreed on. After that, I think that night we ended up going back to his place and keep going a little bit
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. ¿Está bien? We'll go back to you in a second.
Boy,
I'm
sick.
good.
Hey, what about yourself? When was your first gig? Was it the same gig with them?
Nah, my first gig was New Year's, no? Con ustedes.
Oh, yeah.
It was New Year's. It was like around that time. At that time, it was just us three. I had a little six-string guitar.
Uh-huh.
He had the red accordion.
Yeah.
He had a bass. It was prestado, no?
Nah, it was the one I had now.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Era prestado. It was the orange one.
Anyways.
Yeah, anyways, we played. It was. I mean, we had the system we have now. I mean, I felt like we were pretty good, even though we were just starting off.
Yeah. So the system, how many speakers do you have going starting off whenever y'all started? Like, was only
In the beginning?
in the beginning?
Oh, in the beginning, I mean, we had just like 2 highs, which
Yeah.
is like just like 2 speakers pointing out.
Yeah.
And eventually we ended up buying a subwoofer and then monitors so we could hear ourselves, but time, with time.
Yeah. It's nice to know that y'all reinvesting on
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
the gigs to
Yeah, you got to
get better
reinvest.
your
Yeah, that's
equipment, have more speakers,
Yeah.
and then now y'all be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, you could go
And I
anywhere.
mean, it's cool whenever you go into a club and you can do sound check and they have all the
Yeah,
freaking
they already got
speakers.
everything.
Yeah.
But it's easier whenever you're doing private gigs, which it is. Private gigs do play a whole lot more. A
Yeah.
little bit, some of them could be more riskier,
Yeah.
but you have your own equipment and you get more money off of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
especially
more
on,
comfortable too,
Saturdays.
too.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so how do y'all, as far as Malverde, when did it come around? Shout out to him. First of all, I know him for a little while. And when did y'all meet? When did y'all meet him?
Okay, so
Malverde Productions.
Malverde Productions, shout out to Malverde. Malverde, we met him when we officially started the group.
Mhm.
Like whenever I created the Instagram
Mhm.
for like a group,
Mhm.
well, we started like posting like little clips of us like playing. That was when Isaac helped us out for the first gig, like with drummer and everything. Malverde hit me up. He was like, hey, like, well, like, what's up? Like, how's it going? I'm interested, in working with y'all guys. If y'all want to come down, we're shooting some videos for another group. If y'all want to come down, just to hang out and kind of see how it is. We're like, yeah, why not? Let's go out. So me and my brother went out there. At that point, he was working at Golden Chick, so he couldn't make it out.
Golden Chicken.
Yeah.
Gotta make some bread somehow.
Y'all like chicken, working on the chicken industry.
Yeah.
No shout outs, but
No shout outs, but yeah,
you worked in the chicken industry too? No?
Nah,
No? You
Can't-
too? You never worked, right?
he's
Well,
never
except for
worked.
musician. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Y luego? So
Yeah,
y'all went to see how everything was
we
going
went
on?
to go. We pulled up, and we met him. Like, what's up, bro? Like, get to know.
Was that there that day?
Huh?
Was that there on that day? Who was it that was y'all recording?
They were recording. This was like a year and a half ago.
Uh-huh. I think I was
They
there.
were recording Los del Barrio.
Ah,
It's
okay.
with Pulpo and Pulpo Ranch.
I got you.
Yeah, but we just pulled up, we're just like, oh, why not, let's go. And then after that was we had a little gig. After that, we did like in the beginning, when it was like us four, like officially, like with a drummer, we did a lot of promotional gigs, like where we didn't get paid, just to put our name out there.
Yeah.
So we could also lose the fear too, because when you're first starting, like with no musical background or nothing, was you have stage fright and everything. So you got to lose the fear, loosen up a little bit. So yeah, we did a lot of promotional gigs in the beginning too, and a lot of places that also scammed us. I'm not gonna mention any names. They promised to pay us that they didn't pay us. I'm not gonna mention any names. But
For you,
I mean,
yeah, just
let's not call them out, but that's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's cool that you already going into a gig with an understanding that, first of all, a lot of y'all don't understand how much work they have to put on in to go do a gig. And then it's cool that y'all took some promotional gigs and y'all know y'all were not going to get paid.
Yeah.
But it's messed up whenever the agreement is said that y'all were going to get paid and they didn't pay y'all for all the work y'all do. Yeah. It's cool whenever you're building your name or whatever. And how many gigs do you think you did? It was like for
free,
for nothing.
For free. Like around 10. I would say like around a good 10 gigs, right?
Yeah, around there. And it's kind of messed up because a lot of people think like all their musicals they have it easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they have it easy, but they don't know like where you gotta go. We gotta get ready like hours before a show. Make sure that all our equipment is ready to go.
Run through y'all's day on a gig day.
On a gig day,
let's say
let's just say for tomorrow.
A whole weekend. Let's say a whole weekend. Starting off Friday. How does it start?
Okay, well today when we're here, today we're here. Today's Friday, so earlier today was. I usually sleep in a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lazy. But I go to the gym. I wake up like around 1 or 2.
We can tell.
Yeah,
you been pumping some iron, bro.
I hit the gym like around 1 or 2. Then after that, I get home, eat something, whatever, fast food, or if my mom made something, or if not, I'll cook myself. I'm a chef myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chef Cruz in the house.
Yeah, Chef Cruzinski.
No,
but I get to eating, then probably like lay down for a little bit, take another nap, so I could be ready for the night or whatever. Then if it's a public gig, like tonight, for example, we try to get there like an hour early or like 30 minutes before, so we can
even before then, though, you have to get a haircut and everything.
Yeah, we gotta go. Oh yeah, like today, I usually get my haircuts on Friday, so. Throughout that time after the gym or before, I gotta go get my haircut, And we get to the gig like an hour, 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
Just set up everything, make sure everything's ready to roll. And we do our gig, 1 hour set or whatever. Sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours, depending on the client. We do our gig. Then after that, we head out, maybe like a pit stop at Whataburger or something. Quick trip.
Nunca falta.
There, it never goes wrong.
Un cocón.
Yeah.
Then after that, you get home probably like around 3 a.m. most of the time. Even if the gig is like tonight, like 11, 10, whatever, you always end up getting home like 1 or later. So like 1, 2, 3 a.m. And then you got to shower. You got to, lay down in bed before you go to sleep. So you probably end up going to sleep like 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah. Whether you want it or not.
What about the playing itself? Even though people might see it as being easy, like I don't know how to sing well, I don't know how to play any of this stuff, but you have to be carrying the damn equipment. Setting it all up, playing. Yeah. For an hour or 2. Yeah. And then that's strenuous to the body, whether you want it or not. You have to have some conditioning.
You sweat a lot. I'll tell you that. Like you especially now that like we're in summer over here in Texas. Yeah. You sweat a lot. Even if it's indoors, sometimes you sweat. Cause especially me. Like, well, for all of us actually. But some musicos do their shows. Some they just stand there and play the music. But me, like I try to like walk around, move the accordion a lot. just to like put on a little bit better show for the people. Yeah. I like feeling the energy. I like people feeling my energy too. So
y'all done well for yourselves on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok helped us out a lot.
Man, it's been popping. I think one of them is even a few million.
Yeah, probably close to 1 million. Yeah. Probably already hit 1 million on there.
That's why. That's wild.
Thankfully, that's cool.
And what is a more there's a bunch of people that just criticize just because.
Yeah, so a lot of people criticize, but you gotta know how to take the criticism though, because like if you go to any video, that could be like a professional artist, like someone that's really known, or like a music on the very bottom, in the famous people, like the ones that are at the very top, you're gonna go and see bad comments no matter what, like, so you just gotta like, okay, just ignore them,
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting numbers for a reason.
Yeah. Only you know what you was doing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, you know, going back to where we first started, like, you know, we were trash. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we were trash. To whoever sees this, you know, although the musicals, we had a lot of haters too. A lot of people like, they just blew up off of TikTok and they think that they're the biggest thing, but we never actually thought we were like big, you know.
Yeah.
We were just riding the wave, you know,
Enjoying
just like
it, you know?
just like anyone else would do, you know, just ride the wave,
Yeah.
and just all you could really do is just practice and get better, you know, whether people talk trash about you or not, you know.
Yeah, because they're not the ones that put in the hours.
Yeah.
They're putting in the free gigs that y'all
Yeah.
did, and then y'all just keep showing up.
Yeah.
You know, getting over the fear.
Yeah.
And then getting to the point where now y'all able to like want to put a show for
Yeah.
people, and they're entertained and they're dancing, they're getting
Yeah,
involved.
but I
right?
mean, not even that. Like, even like a lot of other musicals like talk trash on us. Like when
Really?
we first started, yeah, like a lot of local bands. I mean, I don't want to mention any names.
But they would say the same things. Yeah, just blew off of TikTok and
yeah,
y'all
like
have big
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, y'all blew off a TikTok, you know, and like they would see us and they would laugh in our faces and things like that. I mean, I'm not saying we're cold now, but you know, we stand our ground, I believe so
Yeah.
pretty well. Yeah, I believe. we
Yeah,
stand
I
our
mean,
ground.
y'all done quite a bit of work. Y'all opened up for a bunch of people. Not only opened up, but y'all headline your own
Yeah.
night at times.
Yeah.
So how does that feel? I know. So tell me your favorite gig the time where your favorite for you when you opened up, you were the main event.
Okay.
And then also the time whenever you open up for somebody else. I seen Arley Perez, Los Cuervos del Barranco, Paul Urias, and that's just to name a few. There's a bunch of them. So what is your favorite gig so far that you had opened up for whoever it was?
Okay, so for opening up for a big event, I think it was when we played with Marca Registrada
Mm-hmm.
in Rodeo West Dallas.
Yeah.
That was like probably like, I mean, for me it was like one of our like, I don't want to say like performance wise it was the best, but like, you know, the feeling, because it was like a complete sold out.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of faces, and you know, people at the time that kind of already like distinguished who we were. So when we like play like a certain song, like you could hear the roar of people. It's not just like 2-3 people just like, yeah, you know,
That's
you
crazy.
hear a roar, you know.
How do you feel
It's a different, it's a different feeling
whenever you're taking it in and you're doing and you see the people like that?
Yeah, you
do
just, I
do
mean,
you at a moment you think about it or later on?
No, you
whenever
think about it in the moment, like you get like chills, you know, and you just kind of like soak it all in.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling.
What about yourself? What was your favorite like person that you opened up so far for?
With these guys?
Yeah.
I think with Edgardo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Edgardo
Yeah,
Nunez, that was
Edgardo,
a
that was pretty good. That's
badass
pretty good.
I
experience.
saw
Yeah.
that blog too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
a
pretty
really
lit.
nice experience.
Yeah, because I even let him borrow your Tololoche.
Tololoche,
that you
yeah.
had.
Yeah, he hit us up. He invited me on stage that night.
Yeah, that night.
He
brought
invited
you
me
in.
on stage. That was really badass experience.
Yeah.
You know, really humble.
Yeah,
For
really
sure.
nice. Yeah, I seen the blog. However, you know, he was just
Yeah,
talkative.
yeah.
Just talking like he knew y'all and like, have you been here before? You
Yeah.
know, not being like a bud or like
Yeah, yeah.
people think about
Yeah,
celebrities.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. For sure. Nah, he
great.
was just like talking, like we're just like homeboys and stuff.
Yeah. What about yourself? What's your favorite one so far?
Was the same thing that my brother said, el de marca registrada.
Yeah. ¿Y la tuya?
También marca. It's because you gotta understand, like, all the lights flashing, everything. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something you don't imagine.
The
You have
whole
to
yeah.
see
freaking
it.
venue.
Yeah, because it was like
yeah.
sold out. Like
It
you know,
was-
it
it
was
was
2
packed.
floors.
It was
Everything was like
packed.
sold out, like
That's crazy.
full of people. You know.
Thousands of people that day.
I mean, I don't know how many people actually fit in there, but maybe like
Yeah.
2,000-3,000.
Bro, VIP to the back.
Yeah, everything was sold
second
out.
floor,
Like,
everything
all the
sold
way
out.
to the end of the
Mhm.
like the
And
place.
how long was that one ago?
That one was
Last year, but what one was it in?
last year around, I don't remember, maybe
Like
like
October.
October. I think it was
Yeah.
like in October.
And
That
how
one
many
was
times
good.
have you headlined your own show? And how did it feel whenever they wanted you to be the headliner that day?
Atlanta, bro.
Atlanta and Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, they called us up. We drove out there. You know, we gotta actually budget everything. You know, because I mean,
20-something hours, no? To get to Chicago? ¿Cuánto?
Chicago. We did like
18?
14. Well, we
Yeah.
did like 14.
Damn, you were going fast.
No, it's because wait, how many was it? No, we did like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17, 18.
17.
You
Like,
know,
oh,
stop.
too fast.
No, like stopping,
Oh, yeah.
stopping and everything. Yeah.
It takes 15,
Yeah.
20 minutes to
Yeah.
stop and
Yeah.
get gas and stretch out.
And these guys like to poop a lot. So nah.
But,
So y'all were actually hired to headline in Chicago.
Yeah, in Chicago.
A few shows, not only
Yeah,
one, right?
we did a few shows out
Yeah.
there.
So
Thankfully.
how did that happen? How did that connection
But
happen?
I think going back to like TikTok for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you know, but our videos were blowing up and whatever. We're making like a little bit of noise. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess a promoter from out there from Chicago. they got in contact with me. They sent me like a few messages on Instagram, and I was like, at first I was like looking at it, I couldn't believe it, you know, like nah, this guy's probably trying to scam us.
you.
Yeah, he's trying to scam us because it sounded like too good to be true, you know.
Yeah.
And then like he was
You were
like,
waiting for him to ask you, yeah, just pay me $100 and y'all can come out.
No,
I need
like
your Social
he asked for
Security
my
and everything.
number. I talked to him, and he was like, oh, pues, like, you know, I offer you this much to come out here, and like, you know, it was like, I mean, like a big amount of money. So I was like, that sounds kind of sketchy, you know. I talked to Malverde about it. I was like, what do you think? You know, it sounds a little iffy, because it sounds like, you know, a good chunk of change, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the guy was like, you know, like I could transfer you the money, you know, we could talk numbers, to get the contract going and everything, and we're just going with the flow at the moment, you know. We're still like 50-50 on it, because
Was it a venue or was it a privada?
no, it was a venue. It was four venues that we're gonna do.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, me and Valverde talked back and forth, you know, because we kind of work together a lot on like our gigs. So we were like, all right, well, you know, might as well just send him a contract out there and let's see if the guy's actually real. He's trying to scam us, you know. Because I mean, the guy was not asking us for like any like personal information or things like that, you know, like out of the ordinary. So like, I'll just transfer you the deposit, you know, after we cover the contract and everything. So like 2 or 3 weeks passed and like nothing. We didn't hear back from the guy. So we're like, man, you know what? He was probably just a scammer. Eventually, he got in contact back with us, and he was like, all right, everything's set with the contract. He sent it back to us, and then he sent the deposit, which was like half of the total amount. So we're like, okay, I guess it's a done deal. Yeah, and we went out there. We drove out there to Chicago, and it was kind of like a mess over there. Like, I mean, like for a first experience, you know, we didn't really know how to like go about it. Like, cause you know, we booked like several hotels, and we're like jumping from hotel to hotel, cause it was like different areas, you know.
Yeah, I remember that on that thing, on the blog.
Yeah,
we have to be at this hotel, but we gotta check out and be on this hotel.
Yeah,
Like,
it's cause like all the venues were like different, and but you know, you get like, you know, the customers, they give you drinks and stuff when you're on stage. Sometimes people don't know like how to take a no for an answer, you know. So like that's why we could have just stayed in one hotel, but we, like more for the sake of like how we were gonna get from the event to back to the hotel. So we're trying to get like the nearest hotel to the event.
Dang.
For each show.
So 4 shows.
So we have 4 shows.
Paid to go travel over there.
Yeah.
And when y'all driving over there, how does it feel that y'all actually got paid to be traveling to go play?
It's like a cool little experience, you know. We were on the road. I mean, we're just like, you know, just going with the wave. Actually, you know.
He's laughing really hard. Why are you laughing
I'm
so
laughing
hard?
because of Chinatown.
Oh,
You passed by the
Chinatown was from the
store,
vlog.
bro.
If you want to figure out what we're laughing about, go check out the vlog.
Yeah, go check out their
Chaparritos.
vlog on their channel. Make sure you go subscribe to their channel as well. Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra. Shorts of the block.
Vlog. Yeah,
Chicago block. That's pretty cool. Atlanta, same thing.
Atlanta, same thing. Yeah, a promoter from out there, but that was just one event. But yeah, it was still like, you know, we felt more confident in that one because the guy was like someone legit, you know, someone he already had like a name for himself out there. So
he hosted. He showed us around too.
Yeah. He called us out there. You know, we got the contract going. Send us a deposit. Boom, we went out there whenever the time came. And yeah, you know, he showed us around. The promoter was pretty cool. You know, he even took us back to his place, and
That's
you know,
dope.
yeah, like we kind of hanged out there for a little while. We drank it up at his place. You know, pretty cool guy.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Edin from Atlanta too.
Shout out.
We might be going back. He wants us like coming up
Alright.
in these next month. So we
Atlanta, be on the lookout. Los
Yeah.
Chaparritos de la Cuadra, maybe, possibly in the near future.
Yeah.
Almost done.
Yeah.
Okay. So after y'all do that, here locally, y'all been headliners too también, right? In different venues here that you have.
Yeah.
But how do you feel whenever y'all get to do those here?
Here, but I mean, it's pretty cool, you know, because people now like here locally, pues a lot like you see a lot of the same faces. A lot of people already like distinguish who we are, you know. Oh, Chaparritos are playing here, let's go, you know.
That's cool.
So yeah, people follow us around, and like, you know, when you get off the stage, people are like, can we take a picture with y'all? You know, we like how you play, or you know, you always get like people like trying to get a picture. That's always a cool experience as well.
How does it feel if you had to get pictures with people that people want to take pictures with y'all? It has to be feel. I mean, of course, it feels good, right?
Yeah.
But is it not like awkward thing to be like, why do they want to take pictures? But
Sometimes, you know, I'm still not used to it all the way. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I don't feel like I'm gonna get used to it because, like you said, I mean, I don't feel like people look at us big, but I don't feel like we're big.
Yeah.
You know? I just feel normal.
Yeah, we just feel like normal, you know, and people like, pues they admire you, like, oh, you're Chaparritos, you know, like I want to take a picture with them, but we just feel like we're just like any ordinary people.
Yeah.
Now y'all got numbers. Y'all
Yeah.
doing well for yourselves. Do
Yeah.
numbers, and of course y'all making money off what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Of course, that means that if you're not seeing yourself, that means that you can go even higher, bigger.
Mhm.
So that's pretty dope. That y'all stay humble,
Yeah.
and then y'all keep working, and y'all didn't let the other groups, which is a lot of them, get discouraged because they were, they didn't see
Yeah.
a certain way,
Yeah.
and they were not. Now all y'all united like that, all the grupos, and it's crazy that it happens because y'all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of money for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, and so you have 2 projects out, right? If I'm not mistaken, or you
No.
have 1 project so far.
For what, like
As far as projects y'all put out on
Music?
on music,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
musical projects, yes.
Okay, well, we're actually right now we're like cooking up like a little album that we want to release
In the
when we hit
studio.
10K. On
10K
on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram.
So when you hit 10K, go follow them.
We got like
on-
we need like 50 followers.
Okay, there you go. Go
Yeah.
follow them. Go follow them whenever this comes out. When I
Yeah.
start tagging,
Yeah.
y'all get this 50.
All right.
And whenever you get those 10K on social media, on IG,
Yeah.
then you're gonna release a whole
Yeah,
album.
we're gonna have.
Is
a
it already ready to go?
We're still working on it, but basically it's almost ready.
Yeah.
It's
¿Y cómo
almost
se va a llamar? Do you have the name yet for it? Can you share the name yet? Or todavía
What
no?
do you think? Nah, we don't have a name
Yeah,
for
we
it.
don't have-
yet.
haven't thought about
it.
Nah, we don't have a name yet.
So
but
tell me about the first project that y'all released. It did
Okay,
well on
so-
social media.
yeah.
On YouTube, I was watching the numbers. It did really well for y'all.
you talking about the Inedita, the one that's our song?
Is that what it's called? Because I couldn't tell the name on the actual project.
Okay.
¿Cómo se llamaba?
Okay, so we.
One has a pizza on it and your name.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's the
That's
album,
the other album. That's the first album.
That's
we
the
did.
first one. ¿Y cómo se
Yeah.
llama ese?
That one,
¿Cómo se llama?
Chaparritos Volume 1.
Volume
Yeah,
1. That's
Yeah,
what I
it was
saw.
just like Volume 1. It was
right?
just some basic ass name.
Okay. Y el otro era Pisteando.
Visteando con Chaparritos.
Con
But that was
Chaparritos.
just like crap. Like we just like messing around
We was
one
in
day
the
in the
backyard
room.
one day.
Yeah,
And
just in the backyard.
Put it in there.
Yeah, we recorded that with an electric drum set, and we're just like just messing around. We're like we just did that one as a joke.
And then this one for the 10K is professionally done in the studio.
Yeah,
Or
that
how
one
did
we're in the studio. Shout
Yeah.
out to my compa Anthony, AV Studios.
Yeah.
Check him out in Dallas. He's pretty good.
So
He's pretty dope.
yeah, how close is it for y'all to finish those? Because
That one?
the 50 followers, they're gonna come fairly quick.
Nah, but we got another session here next week on
Yeah.
Tuesday, and we should probably be done with it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the platforms, it'll be out on every.
Yeah,
single
it'll be on the
platform?
platforms. I would say maybe like we give it like a month tops.
Okay, months tops. All right, that's awesome. All right, so if y'all wanna play something for us real quickly here in a few minutes.
Sure,
Let's do it.
Okay,
We
so
can
we're
do
gonna
it.
take a quick break so they can go ahead and play something for us. There's a couple songs because they have to go. So we'll be right back.
Ahí te va, mendiga. Dice así, viejo. No me importa nada que tenga que ver contigo. Sí, fuiste importante, pero todo lo has perdido. Chiquitita dice. Gracias a Dios que te quitó de mi camino. Si vieras, estoy muy tranquilo. Adiós y muchas gracias por el tiempo que perdimos. No fue un gusto el haberte conocido, fue un error. De lo que duele es de lo que se aprende. Y ven, lárgate ya, vete a pistear con tus amigos. Y tus amigas que son del mismo estilito, pregúntales a todos los que se las zanco. Pues todas las mujeres de tu tipo se usan como diversión. Ahí está un pedacito de esa nomás. Mujeres de tu tipo se llama. Vamos a echar la otra.
Yeah.
Dale esa si quieres nomás bacana. Vamos a echar esta, se llama No Quiero Perderte, chiquitita, dice así, viejo. No quiero perderte, aquí vengo a verte, sé que estás con tus amigas. Mami, eres tú mi medicina, no me dejes, no quiero perderte. Nunca he sido un santo, estaba en el antro y tus amigas me miraron. con una güerita, dicen que estaba bailando, no les hagas caso. Hoy quiero tomar, pero a tu lado, que nos emborrachemos y hagamos el amor. Y tu celular, ponlo en modo avión. Quiero que me bailes escuchando reggaetón, que nadie nos moleste. Chiclosa, mojaremos el colchón. Dice. No quiero perderte, se llama.
Thank you very much for playing. Appreciate y'all very much. I seen y'all live. I mean, I seen y'all live actually.
Yeah.
At
Yeah, one of the
Señor
events.
Goza.
Yeah.
And then I seen y'all on social media. So now
Yeah.
definitely y'all know that y'all put a show. So
Yeah.
thank y'all for doing that. I'm pretending, by the way, we're recording this. I'm not gonna be. I can't lie, bro. Okay, so tell me once again all your social media. Where can they follow y'all?
Okay, so on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra.
Los Chaparritos de la Cuadra. We're going to put it on the subscription.
Estamos in everything. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans too. Y'all want to check us out.
Do you have an OnlyFans for real? Yeah.
We do like private shows there, but
Okay.
Wink,
And there's
wink.
a lot of, I'm not going to say, but go check out the blog so y'all can know there's a lot of that going on. Shout outs. Any shout outs that you have going on?
shout outs, pues, you know, Anthony from AV Studios, you know, he's the one behind all the recording. So shout out to him. Shout out to Malverde for sure. Shout out to you guys, you know, for inviting us out on your show. And, you know, just all the supporters on TikTok, Instagram, everyone who follows us, you know, from day one, or if you're new as well, you know, appreciate it for following
Remember
us.
mom and dad, bro. Don't
Yeah,
get
from
beat
mom
up.
and dad, you know, everyone. No, shout out to my dad, my mom, everyone, you know.
That's so dope. How do they feel about y'all doing this?
Nah, they're proud. They're
Yeah?
proud for sure.
That's badass.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Shout outs?
Shout out to, you know, to my mom, to my pops, you know, my brother. I think that's about it. And, you know, appreciate you for having us here tonight,
Absolutely.
you know.
Appreciate
you.
Por lo que dijo mi brother.
Everything that
Now,
I
you're
do.
not gonna copy. What do you feel in your
Everything's
heart that
brother.
you want to
Go.
say of anybody that's been seeing you, watching them, and it'd be like it's kind of weird.
Shout
for you
out
'cause
to El
you're
de los
young.
lentes on
El de los
TikTok. El de los
lentes,
lentes
no.
on TikTok.
El de los lentes on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up.
So yo head.
That's him.
Y tú? Shout
También
outs.
mom and pops and my brothers, you know, they've all been there since day one. They've been encouraging me, you know. Nunca faltan ustedes también for having us here.
Appreciate y'all. And what is a lesson? I know you've been doing it for a little while now, but what is a lesson? Now you're a lot older than you were when you started, but what is a lesson that you learned that you would tell your younger self that will help somebody else right now?
You gotta stay disciplined
You
for
gotta stay
sure. You gotta stay
disciplined.
disciplined. Wake up, you know, plan everything ahead, you know, ahead of time. Make sure, because you know, it's not just showing up to the gig. You know, you gotta prepare yourself. You gotta have like a proper like plan. You know, like book everything in advance. You know, you just can't show up one day like, oh, what I have today. You know, you gotta plan ahead the night before or like a week before. You know, for what's coming for the weekend. So just stay disciplined. You know, plan everything, and yeah, just don't fall
So
off.
do you have kind of sort of an idea of what y'all gonna be playing throughout the night whenever y'all get ready?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have a set plan in case the like people there in the crowd they
Yeah.
want like a certain song. Well, then we just do that and then we just keep going.
And I noticed that whenever people ask, y'all do, you
Yeah.
know, pretty much cater to the people.
Yeah, we
If
gotta
they want a
cater.
guapango, they want a cumbia, they,
They
want
want to dance.
whatever.
Yeah, we gotta cater for sure.
That's badass, badass.
At the end of the day, people are the ones that you know they get you out there.
Yeah. They're the ones that pay for the money and they
Mhm.
follow you. And, you know, I believe y'all have fans. I really do believe y'all have
Yeah,
fans. You can't
yeah.
say you not have fans. I don't like that word so much, but I feel like people really do support y'all.
Yeah,
Whatever it is that
there's-
y'all at, y'all they want to be there.
There's got to be a couple people, you know,
That's badass.
that
Yeah.
follow us.
Okay, so this was a more real life stuff, but I feel it's still a pretty good question. So whenever I wake up, I say I'm not immortal, I am mortal, and I will die one day. And that's not just to scare me; it's to realize that you know we're not here for a long time.
Mhm.
I wish y'all a long, prosperous life. I wish all the success in the world. However, when everything's said and done, what do you want people to hope or to say or to think about your life at the end?
About me, that's a good one. I never really thought about that, but I mean, I just want people to remember me as like, you know, the guy who just like put everything on the stage, you know. Oh, you just talking about music, or you just talking about in general?
In general,
Oh, in
however,
general.
whatever you want.
Oh,
Whether it be
nah, but-
music or personal, whatever you would like.
Nah, but I just want people to remember me as me, you know. Like I've always been the way that I am, I don't pretend to be someone that I'm not, you know. That's outside of the stage, you know. I'm just always myself. When you see me in public, you know, on the stage or you know, or not on stage, I'm always just myself, you know, just same humble guy. Just if I'm on stage, I'm not like, oh, I'm better than you just because I'm on stage, you know. I'm just myself.
That's what's
it.
up. What about yourself?
Así, you know, como dice compa Cruz, you know, I mean, stay, you know, like, that I'm humble, you know. I try to be humble, you know, because sometimes, you know, like, a veces sí, like, te como que te quieres dar para arriba, but you gotta, you know, know how to keep your feet on the ground, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, pues, you know, that I've always loved it, doing this stuff, you know, since I was a youngin, you know?
That's what up. And then you're doing it now. That's
Yeah,
doing it. You're doing it. What about yourself? You're a little younger. It might hit you different, but whatever you would like to share.
Pues, I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It'll come to you. You know, it's pretty good that you're doing. It's pretty cool. I mean, I know you're a lot younger, but it's good that, yeah, it's good that you're doing what you're doing, bro. I'm proud of y'all. I really am. Because not only y'all, but I've seen a bunch of people do different things, groups that, and I know it's hard work. I know it is.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Pues, no, so when I can't, you know, I know I'm not always like the most punctual person, but I want to be known as like dependable, you know, like si copan algo, pues ahí estamos, you know what I mean? Humble. I don't feel like I show off. If I do, it's like as a joke. Most of the time, people don't know I'm joking, but like I do joke a lot.
You do have it. You know what dry humor is?
Yeah.
You have that.
Dry
where
humor.
You think people are like, is he joking? Like,
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It's a
So,
joke.
I see why.
My family knows who I am.
I see what people would be getting confused about.
Yeah.
So, Chaparritos de La Cuadra, thank you very much for being here. I mean, without a doubt, again, being on TikTok, being all over the place, y'all songs playing all over the place. I know I don't know if y'all know and looked at the numbers, but I looked at the numbers, and a few songs have thousands of views and things like that. And then I hope that, you know, your project comes out great. I'm pretty sure you have plans to have more videos and stuff like that, visuals. So without a doubt, hitting and having your music all over the place, I have no doubt that whenever you see your numbers, you definitely are hitting the globe, not only here in the U.S., but everywhere else. So, Chaparritos de la Cuadra, you definitely are a global Latin factor, man. As I mentioned earlier, I'm very proud of y'all. I know we don't know each other, but it's good to see people that are doing, even as young as y'all are, doing things and showing up for our people. So, gracias.
No, thank you for having us again. And, you know, anytime, whenever y'all need anything, come out again, you know. We'll be out here.
Y'all going to be where we talked about earlier, where y'all going to be doing that. Thank you very much. This was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember, we are just like you. We're people. We are the spice in this melted pot that it is the world. Till next time. Us. Thank you very much for checking out another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. It helps us a lot. You're already here, so give us a like, give us a subscribe, and give us a comment. We appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Walks like a pedo, but in fact is a flamingo. Coming to Havana and reach from Puerto Rico. On a pirate ship, you don't know where do we go. The birds of the